Hello Dragon Ballers, it's Dokkan, and I still feel a little bit sick, but my voice hasn't gotten really bad yet, so I'm gonna try to record this video for you guys. Let's just get right into it. Here is your optimal team. I was wrong initially. I thought you wanted to kind of focus around VEGITO Blue, but after doing a lot of damage calculations, guess what? Obviously the LRs hit harder than VEGITO Blue does, and he actually does fine as a floater. So the way you want to run this team, this is almost exactly the same build as the Hybrid Saiyans team, but you want to run LR Gohan with Super Saiyan 4 Goku on one rotation because they have shocking speed and prepare for battle together. That'll help them out quite a bit. And then you want to run LR Trunks and Goten on the other rotation. They have shocking speed and shattering the limit, so they're going to help each other out a lot. LR Trunks and Goten are very self-sufficient with ki, and LR Gohan is a great nuker, and anytime you have LR Gohan, you want to bring Whirus along. And then unfortunately, you float the VEGITO Blues and you float the Whirus. That's the best way to do that. VEGITO Blue will suffer with ki very often because he doesn't have common links on this team, but this is the best way to go. The main reason Super Saiyan 4 Goku is here is because, remember, you need one of each type on this team in order for VEGITO Blue's leader skill to activate. So there are harder hitters in Super Saiyan 4 Goku that could have made this list, but you need an STR type, and he's the one that hits the hardest and fits the best as far as linking up with LR Gohan. VEGITO Blue not super attacking can be an issue, but if you allocate ki well enough for him, you can possibly get the super attack off consistently, and he's got those additional attacks, so one of those is bound to become a super attack here and there. He will be doing some damage. This overall is the hardest hitting version of this team that you're going to run into, and it's just unfortunate that VEGITO Blue himself doesn't fit that well. He does share Fuse Fighter with Whirus, but when they're both floating, that is not going to matter. The main thing he's going to be doing is trying to grab ki where he can. If you're running up to a boss path, the best thing to do is hop on ki spheres and just hope that VEGITO Blue gets something. The way we're going to do this team building guide is because you need one from every type, we're going to discuss each type separately. So first we're going to talk about AGL. With AGL, you've got Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta is your best sub in. He's got Super Saiyan. Saiyan Roar links very well with Super Saiyan 4 Goku if they're on a main rotation together. Prepare for Battle is pretty common on this team, so that's going to help out. Shocking Speed is also the most common link on this team, so that can help out. GT pops up here and there. He's mostly got that with Super Saiyan 4 Goku, and he's a Fierce Battle unit, and Fierce Battle is pretty heavy on this team. It's about half and half Fierce Battle, half Shattering the Limit on the optimal team. But the less LRs you have, when you don't have LR Trunks and Goten, you're going to find a lot more Fierce Battle units, and he serves as a very good tank. You've also got the Z-awakened Super Saiyan 3 Goku, all the way Z-awakened. He's got Super Saiyan over in a flash is not that common, but here's a link buddy for VEGITO Blue. So if you're running VEGITO Blue in a main rotation, this guy can be a good link buddy for him because he's got over in a flash and he's got Fierce Battle. The one thing to worry about with the Z-awakened Goku is that his passive does run out after 7 turns. So when you need him the most, his passive might die down and he won't be doing as much damage, but before that he does hit very hard and he does tank pretty well in addition. You've also got Super VEGITO, who of course has Super Saiyan. I'm gonna stop saying the people that have Super Saiyan because it's obvious who has Super Saiyan and who doesn't. He's a Prepare for Battle unit, but he's also got Fuse Fighter, which links with VEGITO Blue, and Shocking Speed, which is very common on this team, of course. He tanks pretty well. Everyone knows what he does. He's got that counterattack thing going on. Just try not to get supered with him. And the physical one is better. We will talk about him in a second. You've also got Super Saiyan Blue Goku. He's got Warrior Gods with VEGITO Blue, but no key links with him, so that can be an issue. Warrior Gods is a 10% attack boosting link. He's also got Prepare for Battle, which is once again pretty common, and he's a Fierce Battle unit. Not a whole lot to say about him. He's a good hard hitter. Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken does not hit as hard as Super Saiyan Blue Goku. I believe it's after 2 dupes that Super Saiyan Blue Goku surpasses Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken in every way. But Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken has over in a flash, which can link up with VEGITO Blue. So the more you rely on VEGITO Blue, the more you want to consider over in a flash and Fuse Fighter as viable links. He's also got Shocking Speed and Prepare for Battle. He links with everybody as far as ki goes. He links with everybody. Also, he has has warrior gods, so he's a very good buddy for Vegito Blue. And he's a fierce battle unit, that's always nice. The only problem with him is that he damages your HP when he super attacks, but if you maintain your HP well enough, that won't be too much of an issue. Okay, I don't know how I forgot this guy. I have him written down, but the Super Saiyan 3 GT Goku works just fine on this team as well. He's got Over in a Flash, GT, Fierce Battle, pretty hard hitter, pretty good at that. And yeah, so hopefully I didn't miss anything else. Back to you, Pastero. And finally, TUR Mighty Mask makes the list as far as damage output. That's how I've been doing these guys. That's how I've been calculating them. He's self-sufficient with Ki. The only link he has is the Innocence, which he shares with LR Trunks and Goten and Whirus. I imagine if you're running this unit, then you've pulled plenty of LR Trunks and Gotens. I don't recommend not feeding dupes into LR Trunks and Goten, so this is kind of a silly unit to throw on here. But as far as damage goes, just so you know, this is where he places. Let's move on to TEQ. Talking about TEQ, the best TEQ unit to throw in here is Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. He's got shocking speed, which is so common on this team, and Over in a Flash, so he links up well with Vegito Blue. He's also got GT, which links up well with the other Super Saiyan 4s, as well as Fuse Fighter. Once again, great for Vegito Blue. He's a fierce battle unit. Fierce battle is always a nice skill to have, and he tanks really well after super attacking, and he's got such a high chance of countering. He can be an asset to your team. We've also got Angel Goku, who's got Over in a Flash with Vegito Blue and Fierce Battle. He's got a stun chance, and depending on how many Rainbow Spheres you can give this guy, he can be hitting very hard. If you're not worried about LRs, you can set up lots and lots of things for your other nukers or guys like Angel Goku, who's a semi-nuker. He needs Rainbow Spheres to boost his attack. Also, we have LR Super Saiyan 3 Goku. Why is he not higher? Well, because on this team specifically, he's very inconsistent. He needs to get to 18 Ki in order to have his 180% passive activate. In the meantime, though, he does serve as a very good tank, so if you want to run him to have the chance that you'll get him to 18 Ki, sure, go for it. Whirus can help out a little bit with that, but Whirus isn't something to rely on because when he's floating, you'll only have Whirus and LR Goku together every 6 turns. So that's not something you can really rely on. He's a Shattering the Limit unit, so he can link up well with other Shattering the Limit LRs like Trunks and Goten, but he's just way too inconsistent. However, if you do manage to get his super attack off, he does almost as much as LR Gohan. So that's up to you whether or not you want to try to run him. He does serve as a pretty good tank if he doesn't get to his 18 Ki though, so there is that. Also, we've got Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks, also inferior to the physical one, which we'll talk about when we get over there. Fuse Fighter and Over in a Flash link up well with Vegito Blue, and the Innocence links up well with LR Trunks and Goten as far as attack goes. So if he's floating, he can give them a nice attack boost. If he's floating, that's probably his best spot to be because he's got that 12 Ki issue. If he attacks at 12 Ki, he does extreme damage, which is just not enough. But he only needs 9 Ki to super attack, so if he's floating and he links up with LR Trunks and Goten, he can give them that 10% attack link, and he only needs to get to 9 Ki to do immense damage, so that can be pretty nice. You've also got Super Saiyan Trunks from the future. He's a prepare for battle unit, not a whole lot to say about him. He hits pretty hard. And then teen tanks, I've been calling him adult tanks, but technically he's Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks teen, so teen tanks. He's got Fuse Fighter and Over in a Flash, and that's very good with Vegito Blue, but he's also got Fierce Battle, so that works out very well. And just for the hell of it, he's got Budding Warrior, which is a nice 10% attack link with LR Trunks and Goten, so that can help out quite a bit. And then finally, for TEQ, we've got Vegito. Prepare for Battle, Fuse Fighter, and Fierce Battle. He links up pretty well on this team just in general. He's got a couple of 2 Ki links with everybody. He gives attack and defense plus 30% to your whole team. So a lot of times with teams like this, you've got too many great units to run a support unit. But this guy can really help out if you don't have a whole lot else going on. The main problem with TEQ is that since Vegito Blue is already TEQ, you can only run one other TEQ unit. So you have to just choose one TEQ unit because needing one of each type, you've got 5 types and you've got 6 slots. You can only double up on one type. So you can only run one TEQ unit. I recommend any of these other hitters over Vegito, but if you don't have any of them, Vegito might be the better option because he's boosting the rest of your team so much. Moving on to Int, we've got Super Gogeta, of course, is the top of the list. He's got Prepare for Battle, Over in a Flash, Fuse Fighter, Fierce Battle links up so well on this team. There's just not enough good things I can say about this unit. He's amazing. Moving on. Super Saiyan 3 Bardock is the next best for this team. He's got Over in a Flash and Prepare for Battle, also a Fierce Battle unit. He's got a Seal chance, so that can be pretty nice. That can help out quite a bit. And also, he can support your entire team. When he gets below 70% HP, or when you get below 70% HP rather, he can boost your entire team by 40%. So he works as a semi-support unit as well. Very interesting unit. He can come in very handy. Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta also works out very well. He's got Warrior Gods with Vegeta Blue, but no key links with him. He's also got Prodigies, which links up well with LR Trunks and Goten. That's a 10% attack boost, and he's a Prepare for Battle unit, so that can work out quite nicely. And of course, he's got Fierce Battle. That helps. Ultra Instinct Goku is next on the list. He's got Prepare for Battle and Over in a Flash. Over in a Flash links up well with Vegeta Blue, but he does not have Fierce Battle as of recording this video because he has not received his Dokkan Awakening. He can tank pretty well, just get below 50% HP, he'll be dodging pretty well. He's got a pretty high defensive buff anyway. He can serve that purpose, he can do pretty well. Moving on, we've got Super Saiyan 3 Gohan. He has Over in a Flash. That's pretty much it. He does turn in some pretty good work. He does do a lot of damage, but his main thing is that he has Over in a Flash, but once again, no Fierce Battle, so he's not the best Link buddy in the world for Vegeta Blue. Both of these guys would probably serve better as floaters in the meantime until they get a Dokkan Awakening of some sort. But I digress. Also, we've got Rage Trunks. Rage Trunks can be used one of two ways. He can swap in for Whirus and supply Ki for mostly LR Gohan, but also he can supply Ki for everybody else as well. If you just set up your Int and Strength orbs right before the turn that he comes out. He's a Prepare for Battle unit with Fierce Battle, good times. If you don't have LR Gohan, he can actually be a pretty hard hitter himself, but he doesn't compare to the other guys on this list unless you give him a lot of Ki. And that can be a little bit inconsistent, so that's why he's so low. And then finally for Int, we've got Pandel. She's a great support unit. She gives a 30% attack boost, no defense, just attack boost to your whole team. She's got Fuse Fighter, Shattering the Limit, and GT, so some pretty solid links on this team. Mostly what she's there for is that support. Once again, any other Int type on this list is a better option, but in this case, you might be able to double up and have Pandel as well as one of these other Int types, but I'm just putting her on here in case you don't have anything else. These 30%, 35% boosters are pretty dang good on a team like this, so just wanted to throw that out there. Moving on to STR, we've got Ultimate Gohan. He's got Z Fighters, which links up well with LR Trunks and Goten, Shocking Speed, and Fierce Battle. His attack raises as he goes, but he works fine as a floater. The attack boost that he gets isn't great enough that floating him really severely damages his output. He's still a great unit as a floater, but you can also run him in a main rotation if you want. But if you're in that kind of situation, you would probably rather run Vegeta Blue in a main rotation. These two guys do not link up well at all. You've also got LR Goku. He also has Z Fighters, and he's a Prepare for Battle unit. He's a nuker. Be careful about running too many nukers, because when you need a lot of Ki for a lot of units, that's a good way to not get super attacks off. But if you do nuke with him, he does hit pretty hard. If you have been playing for 1,000 days and you've got him, congratulations. He's a pretty great unit to throw on here. Not much else to say about him there. We've also got Super Gogeta, inferior to the Int Gogeta, but still worth mentioning in case you don't have Int Gogeta. He's got Prepare for Battle, Over in a Flash, and Fuse Fighter. He links up great with Vegeta Blue, and he's a Fierce Battle unit. Super effective against all types, blah, blah, blah. We all know his gimmick. He still has aged well in the meta because he gets so much of a boost from the dupe system. So at 100%, he is competitive with these other units. But of course, he does keep falling down in the list a little bit here and there. We've also got Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta, who's got Warrior Gods with Vegeta Blue, but no key links. Prodigies, he shares with LR Trunks and Goten, and he's a Prepare for Battle, Fierce Battle unit. He does pretty well. He's just a hard hitter. That's pretty much all he does. We've also got Super Saiyan 3 GT Vegeta, who's got Prodigies as well, and the GT link, of course. The GT link is his only link, so I don't recommend using this unit unless you're running a Super Saiyan 4 Goku in a main rotation, and I can't think of too many situations where that would be the best idea in the world, but I thought I'd throw him in here because he's a pretty good tank, and he also hits really hard as well, considering his supreme damage modifier. And then we've got GT Trunks, still a great unit. He's got GT and Prepare for Battle, so that works out pretty nicely depending on the kind of team you run, and he's a Fierce Battle unit. He's just a hard hitter, that's all he really does. And then Super Saiyan 3 GT Goku. This is a weird one. So he's got Over in a Flash, which does link well with Vegito Blue. GT works well with all of the other GT characters we've mentioned. He's got Saiyan Roar, which links up great with Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. So if you're running those two guys, this guy could be a really good option to have. He's also got Fierce Battle. Saiyan Roar, by the way, is a 25% attack boosting link, so that's pretty good. But the greatest thing about this guy is that he gives your whole team a 33% attack increase, so that's really nice to have. The problem with him is that when he goes Great Ape, you've got a lot of units on here that are trying to boost their attack or boost their defense. Like Goku, for instance, doesn't have the best synergy with this guy, weirdly enough, even though they're best buds, because his defensive buff will run out while this guy is in Great Ape. So that can kind of put a halt to your progress, but it's not that bad on this team specifically because most of the units that you're worried about will not lose their buff while this guy is in Great Ape. It's just going to be a kind of slow, weird turn for you. But he's a great support unit when he's in his regular form. Many great STR units didn't make this list. I only had room for 7, but there are many others. Comment your favorite down below. It's probably one that just barely didn't make this list, but I had to include the support unit just in case because there's a lot of situations where you would rather run a support unit than run another hard hitter. So just wanted to give a little shout out to my support units. Anyway, let's move on to physical. So Super Vegito, a lot of people have told me no physical Gotenks hits harder than Super Vegito. That is true when considering him on his Super Saiyan 3 team. Okay, so Super Vegito on his Majin Buu arc team only gets 130% boost from each leader skill. Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks on the Super Saiyan 3 team gets 170% boost from each leader skill. So the scales are outweighed there. When they're on equal footing, Super Vegito does hit harder on average than Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks. He starts slow, but he gains momentum the more he gets attacked. So just make sure you're getting attacked with this guy. He's got Prepare for Battle, Fuse Fighter, and Fierce Battle. So he does link up pretty well with Vegito Blue, not bad at all. They've got that Power Bestowed by God thing, but that link doesn't really do a whole lot. Links that just add an attack value aren't really that helpful, but it is worth noticing, I guess. Also, we've got Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks, of course. He's got Fuse Fighter, Over in a Flash, links up great with Vegito Blue. He's got the Innocence and Budding Warrior with LR Trunks and Goten, so that helps out a lot, and he's a Fierce Battle unit. He does not suffer as much from the 12 key problem that the TEQ Gotenks has. He can still hit very hard at 12 key, but of course his 11 key is more powerful. But if he's on a main rotation with Vegito Blue, he's probably always going to be at 12 key. Also, we've got Kale. The only link she has for this team is Prepare for Battle. For whatever reason, she doesn't count as a Super Saiyan. I don't know. It doesn't make sense. The main reason that she's as high as she is because of her additional attack mechanic. That helps her out a lot. She can definitely put out some damage. So if you're a Prepare for Battle heavy team, Kale can be really nice for you. We've also got Super Kaioken Goku, who's got Prepare for Battle, Shocking Speed, Over in a Flash, and he's got Fierce Battle. Just like Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken, he's got all the links. He links up with everybody. He's very friendly with everybody, and he damages your HP, so that can hurt a little bit. But my main issue with him is that his passive is very inconsistent. If you drop below 50%, his passive will not activate. He won't get his ki. Otherwise, he's very self-sufficient with ki, but he won't get his ki, he won't get his attack boost. So just make sure if you're running this guy that you maintain above 50% HP. If you're running him with Ultra Instinct, you've got an issue on your hands because you want to drop below 50% for Ultra Instinct, but you don't want to drop below 50% for this guy. So hopefully you're not in a situation where you got to run those two guys together. Anyway, next we have Seal Tanks, who you could argue is a better option than Kale or Super Kaioken, but I've got him on here based on damage output. He's got Fuse Fighter, Prepare for Battle, and the Innocence with LR Trunks and Goten, nice 10% attack boost, and he's a Fierce Battle unit. He's a sealer, and he also hits pretty hard for himself. That's very nice. That can help out quite a bit. Everyone knows Seal Tanks, everyone loves him. And now we've got 2 support units to talk about for physical because we've got 2 really solid support units. and I just couldn't leave them off. So you've got Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. He's got Z fighters, that kind of rare but could be decent 15% attack link, mostly with LR Trunks and Goten, but also with Ultimate Gohan and LR Goku if you're running the Spirit Bomb LR Goku. He's got Shocking Speed, which can help out a little bit, and Shattering the Limit, which can help out with your LRs if you're running those. He gives your whole team attack and defense plus 35%. That is a huge boost. That is a huge boost. He could end up adding more damage to your team than another hard hitter does very easily, depending on what you run. Also, we've got Pan. She's got Fierce Battle, GT, the Innocence with LR Trunks and Goten, and she gives attack and defense plus 30% when HP is 30% or above. So I don't like HP restrictions usually, but in the case of Pan, I have faith in you to maintain above 30% HP throughout this whole thing. And Kefla just barely didn't make the list. By the way, I had to add in these support units because they're just too good to keep off, but as soon as she gets a Dokkan Awakening, I guarantee you she will be somewhere on this list. And it wouldn't be a Dokkan Taro team building video without some free units. So let's talk about free units. We'll talk about each type. I only have 7 slots here, so I picked my favorite 7. We'll get into some honorable mentions here in a second. For AGL, the best free unit is the Whis. He's got Shocking Speed. He'll heal you one time once you're below 30% HP, and he's got a stun chance. Pretty nice to have if you just need an AGL unit to throw on this team and you don't have anything. He can work fine. For tech, we've got 2. We've got Angel Goku. He's got Over in a Flash and Fierce Battle. Links up well with Vegito Blue. We also have Candy Vegito, who's got Shocking Speed and Over in a Flash. That also helps out multiple units on this team. He can tank, kind of. If you've gotten dupes of him and you've given him more dodge, you can give him a 65% dodge chance, which is pretty nice to have. If he does get hit though, he has no defenses besides that, so that can be an issue with him. But I thought I'd throw him on here because he does share some common links on this team, so he works out. For Int, we've got LR Piccolo. If you've grinded him from the World Tournament, or if you're in JP now, he's a summonable unit from the World Tournament. He's got that Gaze of Respect 2-key link with LR Gohan. Pretty much the only reason to run LR Piccolo is if you need a buddy for LR Gohan. He can help out there, but he doesn't put in a whole lot of damage. He's got Prodigies though, which links with LR Trunks and Goten and a couple other units on here, as well as Shocking Speed, which is a pretty common link. He's sort of tanks, but he can't tank super attacks very well, but he does add defense to the rest of your team, just not a lot. It's a flat boost. He's an older unit. You know how it goes. And then also Goku Jr. There are better options, technically speaking, than Goku Jr., but for a lot of you, I imagine this could be one of your only Rainbow Starred units. You can get him to Rainbow Star for free, so that's why I've included him on this list. He's got Super Saiyan, GT, and Shattering the Limit. So if you're a Shattering the Limit heavy team, which based on most of these units on here, if you don't have the LRs, and you won't be, but GT is pretty common, so that can help out a little bit. The biggest thing about him is you can get him to 100% for free. You can max out his crit and he can do some pretty decent damage. Once again, there are better units, but I feel like if we're gonna talk about free units, then we gotta talk about Goku Jr., the one that you can max. Speaking of which, we will get to Bulma in a second. I'll talk about her, don't worry. For strength, obviously it's TUR LR Vegito, the TUR version. I imagine LR Vegito is going to be called Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan Vegito, which is going to make it impossible to run him on this team. By the way, that's why I didn't mention the old Vegito Blue on physicals, because you can't run the two of them together, in case you're wondering about that. But in his TUR form, he's just a base Vegito, so you can run him on this team. He's got Prepare for Battle, Fuse Fighter, and Shattering the Limit, and he tanks decently with that 60% boost, but not really all that well. But as far as free units, he's definitely going to add the most damage to your team, and that little bit of tanking can help out a bit. And then for physical, and our final free unit is the other Angel Goku. He does fine. Mostly what he's there for is that he's got Over in a Flash and Fierce Battle and Super Saiyan, of course. That's pretty much the extent of his usefulness on this team. He doesn't hit that hard, it's just a little chip damage, but although you can only buy one, so it's hard to get him to super attack 10, so that can be a bit of an issue, but he's just there for the key link. So honorable mentions for free units. LR Goku did not make the list because, like I said, you cannot run more than 2 of any given type. Since Vegito Blue is tech, you can only run 1 more tech unit before you have to fill the rest up with the other types. LR Goku needs Tech Bardock to be a viable unit. He needs to be linked with Tech Bardock too at that rate. And since you can't run Vegito Blue, LR Goku, and Tech Bardock on the same team, you can't run LR Goku. He just does not put enough damage. Angel Goku does more damage. LR Goku does more damage than Candy Vegito, yeah, but Candy Vegito offers something totally different, so I just wanted to mention that. And then Bulma kind of does the same thing as Candy Vegito, but she's as inconsistent as he is. You can max out her dodge, sure, all of that good stuff, but she's got a poor link set. She does super attack early, but I thought Candy Vegito was probably the better fit for this team. Anyway, let me know what you think down in the comment section below. Did I leave somebody off that you really wanted to see on this list? Remember, all of this is based on damage calculations. This is mostly cold hard facts. I've only put a little bit of my opinion in as far as who links up better and who's better to prioritize. Most of this is just math. That's what it comes down to. That's what the game calculates. That's what I calculate. That's how I come up with these guides. Links to how to do damage calculation are in the description below, by the way. If you made it to the end, hashtag I made it, of course, because this was a long ass video. And yeah, leave a comment. Let me know what you think down in the comment section below. Let me know what your build would be, all that good stuff. Anyway, that's gonna do it for me, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.